What's going on, guys? Rob bringing you guys a leg workout today. And so throughout this whole video, I'll be talking about my routine, but for the most part, I'll be covering squats and how they benefit you, what they do for you. So a few things to know before going into squats is proper warm-up technique. So when you're warming up, what I do is I get on a treadmill for about 10 minutes, a light pace, and some jogging for like 2 minutes, then walking, then jogging again, just basically getting the body temperature up. Then after that, I move into some dynamic and some static stretching. Static stretching first and then dynamic. So basically just making sure your quadriceps aren't tight, your hamstrings aren't tight, foam rolling, and then after that, stretching your hips, doing what you gotta do to get all your muscles loose and ready. It's very important that you guys do warm up. You do not wanna go into squat heavy. You wanna make sure your body is ready to do that. And to do so, like I said, static, dynamic stretches. Then after that, guys, when going into a squat, you never want to start with your squatting weight. You always want to build yourself up to it. So for example, me and my partner started off with just a bar at first, getting the motion down, nice, slow, proper motion. Then after that, moved into a 25, a 45, and then I went to my working weight with 245, so 225. Basically, guys, a few things to know about what squats do for you is they help grow your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your calves to a certain extent. They also work out your lower back, your core. And so all these things play a key component while doing a squat. You work out all of this when you're doing just one squat. That being said is why squat reigns king over all the other exercises, guys. A few things to know about the squat, guys. It's very important that when you're doing a squat, you keep your whole body tight. So when you're going down, what I like to do is I take a deep breath, brace the core. That helps me stabilize myself. And also your lower backs help stabilize you. And it's important that you do not round your lower back, guys. Very important you not do that. You don't want squats to lead you to injury. It's important that you keep your chest up. Neck neutral, guys. Don't be moving your neck around. You could hurt yourself. And just keep making sure your whole body is tight. Think about it this way, guys. When you're going down, the weight, gravity is pushing you down. Your heels, you have to drive your heels into the ground, push yourself up, but keeping a stable core, stable lower back the entire time. Another minor thing, well, not really minor as it is very big, but when you're doing squats, it's a very mental exercise. That being said, mentality is very important. You have to have it in your head that you are going to do this weight, that you're going to do X amount of reps, X amount of sets, because squats are very brutal in your head. So when you're going down, you might think, oh, I can't go back up, this weight's too heavy. It's just making sure you have the right amount of weight, the right amount of sets for you, doing what is going to benefit you most. So rep wise, I say between 6 to 8, little hypertrophy / strength in there. My training partner sticks 8 to 10. He's trying to grow his legs. It's mostly about what you feel most comfortable with doing and what your goal is, what you're trying to attain. So all that being said, guys, it's very important that you guys do not skip squats. Do squats once a week, once every 2 weeks, but just making sure you get them in there because they benefit your legs like crazy. Alright, guys, so second exercise leading off squats, we're coming over to leg extension. For these, a few things. You want to make sure that this pad right here at the bottom comes right above your feet. That way it allows the best push, the best stretch. And make sure the machine is also set to the lowest point you can possibly go. That way you're coming all the way up, getting the full concentric and eccentric portion. So concentric meaning the part where you flex your muscles, and eccentric is the part when you go down and it stretches your muscle fibers. So don't neglect either of them. Make sure you're getting a good squeeze at the bottom and at least like a 2 to 2 seconds on the way down. So about 4 sets of 8 on these. Last set, always superset. I always love to do superset at the very end, get that extra burn, leads to extra growth. But yeah, guys, 4 sets of 8 reps on these. Alright, guys, so third exercise leading into a single leg press. If the actual leg press is taken, you can always come to the machine leg press. And so basically the gist of this is you do one leg per time. What I like to do is I use both feet to go up at first, then I take one leg off. 8 reps with that, really concentrating on the eccentric portion of this exercise, and then switch legs, 8 with that, take about 30 seconds rest. It is important that for the next set, whatever leg you went first with on the first set, switch to the other one. So keep switching legs, whichever one goes first on each set. 4 sets of 8 reps on that. As usual, drop set on the last set. Alright, guys, fourth exercise, oh my god, I can't say exercise. Fourth exercise leading into some hamstring work now. We've done quads and hamstrings. The single leg press and the squat does work hamstrings on the eccentric portion. But so this is just straight hamstring portion. Since this gym doesn't have a machine where you lie down and do hamstring curls, we're substituting so you get a bench, chest flat, And so it really helps to have a workout partner for this, but you put a dumbbell between the feet, they go all the way down, all the way back up. See how my workout partner Kyle is doing slow, about a second and a half to a second down and up, both ways. So yeah guys, about 4 sets of 8 to 10 on these. Make sure you're comfortable, don't go too heavy, just make sure it's the stretch that really matters. So yeah, some hamstring work, then we're gonna move into some calves. Alright guys, so last exercise leading into some calf work. So these calf raises, it's all about very basic. Make sure you use your big toe when you push off, really keeping the weight on that and going down a little bit slower than you're going up. Very basic guys, about five sets of 10 reps, and just make sure you include some calf work in every single leg routine that you do. But yeah, that wraps up this workout. It should be about roughly an hour to an hour 10 workout. Shouldn't be too long, guys. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, don't skip your squats. Make sure you include some quad work, some hamstring work, some calf work, and all your leg routines. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.